No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No inch was safe from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the Reverend to hell. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No inch was safe from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the reverend to hell. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the reverend to hell. time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the Reverend to hell. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the reverend to hell. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the reverend to hell. time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the Reverend to hell. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the reverend to hell. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was safe from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the reverend to hell. time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the Reverend to hell.
Happy Easter!
Hello!
And happy Sunday to everybody who doesn't do Easter.
Yeah, sorry we were out. Sorry we're late. We were out hunting eggs. We didn't find any.
Yeah, we had to hunt down some eggs for a breakfast casserole, and it's amazing! Oh, it's so good. I'm so sorry you can't have any internet, but not really, because then I get more.
Yeah, we can't loaves and fishes.
Yep. So, yeah. Welcome to River of Tueriesal. We're back. We had some logistical things pop up last session that didn't work out, but we're back. Woo! So, announcements. So, this week we have DM chat Sunday.
No.
We have DM chat this Wednesday at 7 with someone. And
Question mark.
I think it's you or
I'm
me.
90% certain it's me.
So we've got DM chats Wednesday. I keep wanting to say Sunday. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then next Saturday we are at Tales from Cyril. We're going to be starting late on that one. We'll be starting at about 1:30 on that one. And then I will be at Jordan Con sporadically this coming weekend as well. So if you find me and say that you are here for Roll for Trouble or anything about that, I've got a couple of D20s that I will be giving away to anyone who can find me, because I will be there incredibly sporadically. So yeah, good luck. I think that's everything. Anybody else have anything they can think of? Nope. Yeah, so
Just
cool.
staring at my mini.
I will do a recap of last episode and then we'll get started. Cool. Alright, so in our last episode, our heroes were finishing up in the city of Ambrose. They got some information about Swordsbreak. They talked with Uzzig, who is originally sort of from that area, and discovered that he at one point had fought to try and be the leader of the clan of orcs, and it didn't work out for him. And so he has been banished from Swordsbreak. He suggested that they give a bracelet of his to the dwarven leader, Talus, who Uzzig and this dwarf may have had a relationship in the past. Uzzig also warned the group to be very mindful of Fox and to realize that his first and foremost loyalty is to his god, and to just be aware of that. Then our group sailed off from Ambrose, finally leaving the party city behind them as they headed to Swordsbreak. Upon their arrival, they were confronted by some strange, ginormous elk. That Ophelia was able to dispel a strange magic that was corrupting them. But they still had to fight off one of the elk, and discovered that once they had defeated it, it was pretty rancid, dead, gross, corrupted thing. So
They was zombies.
So they continued into the city where Badger made a surprising discovery and seeing her family alive and well. Her mother, her father, and her 2 younger siblings alive and well in the city with seemingly no recollection of Badger herself. Badger spent quite a bit of time with them and then went and was sad in the forest and where they should have been buried. Meanwhile, our other 2 lovely people met up with, had some conversations with Talus. Met up with him, whatever a plan on what to do, how to get into the mines, collected Muriel and Fox from the ship and got them safely into the city. So they are hanging out in Talus's storage room that he kind of cleared out for them to sleep on the floor. There's not really very many. There's not an inn or a tavern or a hotel in the city. It's very small, so it's pretty quiet. And they've learned that the mines in the mountains have been known to cause a madness, that there are, usually anybody who enters the mountain never comes back, and if they do, they are kind of obsessed with the mountain. They are cultish in it. They believe it's alive, and it is strictly forbidden to enter the mines. But Talus, because of the player's connections with Uzzig, is willing to assist them in getting into the mines as best as he can. So, we begin with everybody waking up and getting ready to start their day.
So, Fox, what's for breakfast?
Fox is kind of a little blearily waking up, and he just summons food and is like, whatever's there, whatever I just did. That's what is for food. Let's see. How many donuts?
Why durian?
So it's like 60% sweets. It's like 60% donuts and hot chocolate and it's just a lot of. It's mostly sweets today.
Zeke will peruse the remaining 40% of protein and or fruit.
Yeah, there's some fruit and cheese and meats as well. It's vast majority sweets. But yes, so there's you all's breakfast.
Never mind, Badger is not here.
With you. Badger is no longer here.
Badger has
The
died.
Peace!
Well, right, what are you up to, Badger?
I would have camped out that night, and probably the morning I would have done a quick hunt to find myself breakfast. Because I don't think I took good berry this morning. I did not.
Oh, Tom will be very sad.
Pigs are omnivores, so, feed him a little meat, he'll be fine. But yeah. And then I will, probably head back into town. Probably awkwardly hang out somewhere until my party shows up.
Okay.
Are there any shops anywhere nearby? No.
No, there's pretty much a couple of like little hut houses basically, but there's not really any industry or shops or anything in this town that you've seen.
I'll make myself scarce and try not to be too weird. I don't know how well that's going to go for Badger, but...
Just roll a stealth check because of
Sure.
reasons.
Alright. Dirty 20.
Alright. Badger's doing pretty good at being out of sight, out of mind. We're all very proud of her. Alright. Okay. So, a little bit after you sort of find your way to just being out of the way in the city, what's your passive perception?
14.
Okay. So yeah, as you're sort of finding a little quiet place to sit and wait for your group, you actually start to hear and see a little bit of chaos coming from your family's house. And after you can kind of hear vague yelling. It's a little too muffled to really make out what's going on exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a few minutes of that, you see your father actually come running out of the house and heading straight for Talus's, the main house.
I will follow.
Alright, so as you guys are sort of trying to pick out the not sweets and the actual sort of like will sustain an adventurer and not give you a sugar high foods, you all hear a just frantic on the front door. I knocked my own pencil off the table and hurt my knuckles. Good job, me.
Way to go.
A+. On the front door. And it's fairly quiet for a few seconds before you hear Talus sort of, you get the sense that Talus is not a morning person, and you sort of hear a thudding of him making his way to the door and trying to get it open as the pounding on the door just continues, getting more and more frantic.
Zeke will probably, at this point, likely would have had something equivalent of, biscuit, cheese, bacon, in hand, and just kind of, the shed, is that on the outside with no access inside? Or
No,
is
you
it
guys are in the house.
Okay.
You're in the sort of a back storage room essentially, but you're in the house itself, so you can just open a door and you're basically in the house.
To basically, move in such a way that he can kind of, what's going on? But while not putting down his food.
Priorities. I love it. Alright, Ophelia, what are you up to? Just eating your breakfast?
Yup.
Okay. Alright, so as Talus kind of opens the door, he's almost knocked over by this stout dwarf who sort of just shoves his way inside without really waiting for an introduction or saying much of anything. Talus kind of steps back and is what? Alright. Brumdor, what's going on? Can he actually make words? Sort of. And the dark-haired dwarf, after a minute, just, they're in the mines, somebody went into the mines, and we need to go, I need to go find him. Give me the key.
Find what, who?
So did the door close behind him?
No. A badger head slides in.
Who went into what? Where?
Morning, Badger.
Oh. Hi.
So
I'm just picturing, the two of us, doing, the Scooby-Doo, heads over the corner at opposite ends of the hallway.
Essentially.
And then just, the... Hey, Badger.
Yeah. Sup? The casual sup nods. Alright.
What's the scene from, Doctor Who when...
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Doctor and what's-her-face are sitting on the other side.
Yep.
Meanwhile...
Yeah, meanwhile,
Are you
conversation...
two done yet?
They
can see us.
Anyway.
Yeah. So Talus sort of puts his hands on the other door's shoulder and is like, I need you to calm down. What the hell is going on? And Brumdor sort of... The twins, they went out last night. Gunloda said Thor went into the mines. He didn't come back out. She doesn't know what to do. We need to go find him.
I want that key and I want it now.
We will go find him, so you should stay here and be safe. In case she in case your child comes back.
Yeah. I can do that.
Deep breaths.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Badger will step in and place a hand on his shoulder. I promise you, I will do everything within my power to bring Thor home.
Points with bacon. What she said.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. He just sort of like sags to the floor a little bit. It's just sort of like the adrenaline has kind of finally run out of him. And he sort of just sags down to the floor. After a minute, Talis just sort of like, okay, I need like 3 minutes, and then we can be on our way.
I'll get the rest of the group ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys get yourselves ready. I'll be back out in a second. From the door, just stay on the floor. That's fine.
And if I'm not mistaken, did I can see I can see the character in my head, but I can't think of her name. The one in the wheelchair.
Muriel.
Thank you, Muriel.
Mm-hmm.
Is she with us on land?
She is. She and Fox are in the room with Ophelia and Zeke.
Okay.
Badger would know that because Badger wasn't. With
I know.
us.
I just couldn't remember because we did come in together. I just can't remember.
Yeah, they did not
Left
come
from
with
last
you
game.
all originally. Zeke went back and collected them after they had found somewhere that they could stay. So Badger probably would not know Muriel and Fox are here.
Cool.
But out of game, yes.
Ophelia, Fox, we got our marching orders.
Yep. What?
We gotta go save a kid.
Oh, that's new.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Okay.
And Badger will actually kind of take Brum door and lead him outside. Be like, I have a request. She'll pull out Tone. Would you be so kind? I figured it might give your daughter something to do. Take care of my pig for me while I go in the mines.
Yeah, we can do that.
He likes eating, but try not to feed him too much, or else he just turns into a sausage and rolls around.
I will note that.
And I know Gunloda's very close to her brother, so I figured it might give her something to get her mind off of the fact he's not here.
Thank you.
But I do promise I will bring him home.
Thank you.
I won't let anything happen to him again.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, nothing. I'm gonna go be with my group.
Bye.
I'll see you soon.
By the time you've come back in, Talis is coming out. He's got a little bag over his shoulder and seems ready to roll. Alright, you all ready to hit it?
I didn't realize you were going to come with us.
I have to show you where to go. I figured it would be safer than just sending you all. I'm not going into the mines with you. I'm just gonna show you the way.
Seems fair.
Alright, you guys are taking Fox with you?
Yeah.
Might as well have a life cleric who gets hit all the time. It's fine.
Alright, meat bag, come with us, meat shield!
It's fine. We don't really need him anyways.
Not a vitamin PC. Alright.
Cure wounds is attached.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so you guys head out of the village. It's not, you guys go the opposite way as the way that you came in. You're heading further. Basically, you've come in from the docks and now you're kind of going at a curve to the west. There's a lot of strange vegetation all around them. It's a very sort of tropical climate here. It's kind of really miserably humid.
Badger just looks slightly confused.
Alright, I wish I could tell you anything about what's going on in the mines, but nobody's come out of there in a long time, so I don't know what information I have that could be helpful.
So do people just... I remember Azug telling us the call of the mountain. Is it something that happens to people who haven't been in before, or...
Seems to happen to everybody. We've had a couple of elf mercenaries came by and ended up in the mountains at some point a while back.
And they'd never been in the mountain before?
Oh.
Alright.
Every once in a while we see some rumbles from there, some green smoke sometimes, but nothing ever comes out.
What comes in doesn't come out. I swear to God, if anything happens to him.
Alright. So he leads you through it's a very, if you didn't have a guide, you get the sense it would be very difficult to find your way. The path is completely overgrown. It's clear no one has been this way in a very long time through this direct path. You can kind of catch a glimpse of where there once was an actual paved path leading the way here. But now everything is completely overgrown. It's been completely taken over. It's been quite a while since anything, major has happened over here.
If Zeke looks behind him, is it one of those where the path is more obvious, going in the opposite direction kind of a deal, or is it just completely?
It's just completely overgrown. It doesn't seem that anybody has been on this path, probably until you guys have been here for a very long time. It's slightly easier because you've sort of started to trot a path, so you can kind of see where you've been, but otherwise, no.
In that case, as they're going, Zeke, just to make life easier coming back, takes out his machete and just starts scraping off bare patches of stone or something just to make it so that he can see a path.
Yeah. Okay.
Little blazes so that when hopefully they come out of this mountain, and he'll be able to find his way home.
Yeah. So you're able to do that pretty easily between the trees and the rocks and everything around. There are plenty of things that you can use to sort of scratch a marking for yourself. Okay. So you've left a pretty good marking for yourself back. You're pretty confident you can find your way back on this path. All right. Everybody just make me a general perception.
Yeah, okay. Yep, I am completely and utterly distracted.
16.
Okay. 8.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So Ophelia, you sort of notice that you actually notice it's not on the path that you guys are traveling, but sort of a little bit further into the woods. You kind of see where some bushes and trees and things have been trampled, and you kind of get the sense that is where the twins, the missing boy, that's the way that they came, not on this main path, but sort of just running around in the woods. So you guys make it through, and the woods finally end, and it kind of ends at basically a sheer cliff. And you can see there's an old, dilapidated bridge that leads from this cliff and over to where you can see the entrance of what you assume is the mines. And there's a gate around this, but it's basically chains have been wrapped around the entrance of the bridge. However, it wouldn't really keep someone from climbing over it or under it if they really wanted to. It's absolutely not impossible to pass through. But Talus steps in and starts unlocking it and removing all of the chains for all of you.
I feel just to be a shit is going to go through.
It's just around it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'll just stand politely on the other side and wait.
And Talus just sort of sighs. Well, I didn't want to make it impossible to pass through in case somebody did manage to get out. But we wanted to make it... Yeah, I know. it's not very effective.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
I think the only more effective thing you could have done was rebuild the bridge too. You
Yeah.
could have done that as well. That would have made it super effective. If anything, coming out to come straight to your little village
Yeah.
and ruin everything.
Yep. But here you are. This is as far as I go. I'm not crossing the bridge.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey,
Alright, let's move.
good luck. I'll stay out on this side of the bridge as long as I can and guide you back if you make it back before I have to go home to meet my husband.
Nope, go meet your husband. That's fine. We'll figure our own way out.
So, good luck.
Badger's crossing the bridge. Like, walks right past Ophelia.
Alright.
Well, thank you for your hospitality, sir. Good luck with your husband and such.
Alright. So as you begin crossing the bridge is really, it's not in great shape. You can see pieces of rotted wood. You can see where some of the ropes are a little frayed. It sways heavily with your movement as you all begin to cross the bridge. Everyone just make me a general acrobatics check.
How about we didn't?
Oh my god, Fox, I'm so proud of you.
Nope, I'm dead.
Okay, that's not terrible.
17.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Alright, so as everybody sort of starts crossing the bridge, I feel like you have a moment where you have to stop moving and grab onto the edge of the bridge to reorient yourself and keep your balance. You're not worried about falling or anything cracking underneath you, but the bridge just starts moving too much for you to be comfortable moving at the same time. So you kind of have to stop for a second and...
I'm literally going to wait until everyone else is off the bridge before I keep moving again.
Okay. So it doesn't take too long for everyone to get across the bridge. And the swaying sort of slowly stops as Fox is probably the last one, aside from you, who steps off the bridge. And once Fox is off, the bridge slowly begins to steady itself.
And then I'll move slowly and carefully across the bridge.
Okay. You make it the rest of the way easy. It's a lot easier without your 3 party members bouncing the bridge. But you make it all the way across. So as you get to the other side of the bridge, you can see the entrance of the mine. It's an old cave. It's basically a chasm sort of that opens up. It's maybe 50 feet wide, 20 feet high. Yeah, words. But yeah.
Being that I know, can I do that? I guess I can.
I don't know, can you?
That would be helpful, but I have an actual
You're thinking so hard.
I am, because it's going to be dark.
Yes.
I know that for sure. Except they're so slow. If y'all want to talk about anything else, please do so.
Yeah, does anyone want to do anything else at the entrance here?
Throw up.
Alright.
As a free action, I will throw up off the edge of the thing.
Alright, that's absolutely an acceptable free action. It's quite a ways down.
Cool.
Zeke will pull out his ever-burning torch to just kind of peer inside the entrance to the cave.
Alright. So yeah, as you go in, you can see where it basically immediately begins to descend once you enter into the chasm. Probably about 30 feet out, it makes a sharp turn. And that's about as far as you can see without going really into the cavern.
With my 120 feet dark vision, what do I see?
You see about the same. It's just it ends in a sort of a rock wall and then makes a very sharp turn, so it's hard to see further than that. You can see a little bit more detail. You can see that this was clearly, this was made by someone. This was carved cave. It wasn't originally open. You can sort of see some of the markings of old tools and those sorts of things. It doesn't look like a natural shape.
Is there anything else around us?
Make just a perception check or investigation, whichever.
But hear me out. What if I didn't do either of those things? 21.
Okay. Are you looking for anything particular, or are you just...
I just want to see what's around.
Okay. So you looking around, you see there's not a lot of like animal life over here. It's very barren over here. There's some like kind of really sad, dried out moss that looks mostly dead along the cave entrance. But other than that, there's really no sign of plant life around here. It smells. You kind of can smell like decay and a little bit of sulfur, you think. Every once in a while you can see some bugs crawling along the walls, but that's about the only sign of movement or life that you really kind of catch. You do see, looking a little bit further in, you can see that some of the ground into the cave itself is a little, it wasn't well made and it has shifted over time, so you get the sense that it would be a little bit difficult to walk on in the part that you can see. You don't know what it continues on like, but you can tell that there are signs that the ground itself has shifted, whether that's just from natural sort of seismic activity of mining or something else. You're not sure, but the ground is uneven within the cave itself.
Okay.
I will change into a giant badger.
Okay.
And since I have a general idea, and since it's my brother, I would think I would know what he smells like.
Okay, yeah.
So I would like to,
Snuffle.
yeah, see if I can smell it out, find out his path.
Okay. Yeah, just make an investigation.
Would that be, since I have keen smell,
Okay, then yeah.
it would be
Yeah, whatever it is for that.
perception checks.
Yeah, I think I don't remember what snuffling is.
Oh, well, that was shit. Not 1 and a 9.
No. And yeah, unfortunately, advantage doesn't always help you.
I keep my wisdom. So, my perception, 13.
Okay.
Terrible.
So you start sniffing around, and you can smell Thor, and you kind of get the sense that he was just sort of poking around, investigating, playing around over here, and then you get a smell of something kind of rotten, like rotten eggs, and then a little bit of a smell of blood that disappears into the cave.
Is it his?
You think so. You're not 100% sure. The rotten eggs are kind of start to overpower your senses, but it's the 3 scents are all mingling together.
Okay. Badger will kind of go to the entrance and do a couple circles and make whatever badger noises make. Make whatever noises badgers make to alert you that she would like to continue in further.
I think an intrepid potty member wants something.
If Badger actually starts moving into the cave, Zeke will just follow. Is what it is.
Alright.
Down you go.
And I'll keep sniffing along.
Okay. So as you continue further in, the smells of the cave they kind of shift a little bit. You lose the scent of the blood and the rotten eggs, but you still have the sense of your brother's smell in the cave as you go further in. And as you begin to step in, you see Basically, the path goes straight and then makes a sharp curve. And as you step in to that, you have that magical 120 darkness vision thingy. Whatever it's actually called. Devil sight, that's what it's called.
Yep.
Okay. So you see that this, after it curves, it opens into a large cavern.
Cool.
Are you detecting magic at all, or are you...
Nope.
Okay. Right.
I figure the only thing I'm going to feel is that corruption, so I see no point in it.
Okay.
Badger, if not being told anything else, will continue along.
Okay. So as you step into... Alright. As you start to step into this room, the rotten egg smell returns with a powerful punch.
You probably hear a badger sneezing.
And what is everyone's passive perceptions?
14.
14.
11.
Okay. So as you all are beginning to scoot in, you see something moving around in the room along the far edges, probably maybe 75-ish feet away from you.
Cool. What's my 120 dark vision? Tell me what it looks like.
It looks like a dwarf.
Okay.
It's kind of hunched over. It looks like it is just like mining. It doesn't seem to have noticed you all.
Is it an adult dwarf?
It's closer to Badger's height, so you think so.
Okay.
You're like 90% confident that this is an adult dwarf.
Okay.
Can't roll for shit, so. He's just gonna sit there and think about his life choices.
But can I still get Thor's smell or scent?
You can. And he definitely came in here.
Okay. I don't enter the big room. And I get very close to it. And I kind of like look up at my two at Zeke and Ophelia, and I'm like, is there anything you want to tell me? Anything you want to...
I don't know why you're looking at me. I literally don't. I don't, like, we're here to find your brother or whatever.
Alright, well, Badger's walking in now.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. How stupid is Zeke feeling?
Ophelia's gonna stay on the far end of the room.
Not that stupid. Okay. I figured there was a 50-50 chance that he was just going to hail the thing in the corner.
Well, depending on how far it is, my dark vision only goes 30 feet as a giant badger. So
Right
I can
now
see...
it's about 75 feet away from you at this
So
point.
I don't see it.
No. I thought we saw a shape.
Yeah, all
75
of
feet away.
you, yeah.
So if you don't have dark vision...
Well, if you have your torch out, you would see the shadows, because that extends out.
Okay.
So you all have seen a shadow. You're the only one who knows that it's dwarf shaped
Mhm.
and has more details, but all of you saw something.
Okay.
Something moving within that room.
Now I will be a sneaky badger.
Okay.
And try and, like, I guess get closer to this shape to see if it's my brother.
Okay. Roll a stealth.
I suppose Zeke will also attempt to be sneaky.
Ophelia's,
that
again,
dex
entering
is
the cave
based
and
on
not
animal.
not going any closer.
That did not go well. Okay.
Yep. I mean, that's not terrible. Pardon me.
10.
13. Okay.
And that's not one of my trained skills, so...
All right.
I rolled a 3.
I have no bonuses as a badger.
Mm-hmm.
So...
All right, Carolyn, evens or odds?
Evens.
All right. Zeke, I would like you make you an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
12. Yeah.
Okay. So, all of a sudden, you're looking at this, sort of creature trying to approach it very cautiously. And all of a sudden, your brain goes, oh my god, a badger. And you get the unstoppable urge to punch it. I would like you to attack Badger, please.
Oh god.
Okay, that actually worked in our favor, probably. 10.
Meet me.
Really?
Alright.
I rolled a 2.
Oh
I think you had to roll that one.
Alright, well, roll that damage.
Okay.
Oh my god, a badger! Ouch!
8 points of damage.
Alright.
Alright, I should probably just make 13, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, so that's okay. How many I have? Does he get a full round of attacks on me, or just the one?
He gets one attack.
Okay.
So
Just
you will
curious.
not have to get
Yeah. It's the difference
multi-punched.
between an attack or
Yeah.
an attack action.
No, yeah. It's one attack.
Okay.
Okay. So there is the distinct squealing of a badger in pain and indignation as well.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Ophelia says, not moving.
Where is Fox in all of this?
He's staying back with Ophelia.
Fair enough.
Fox knows better than to try and sneak. He has learned from his time with you all that plate, and, well, he's not wearing plate anymore. He's wearing whatever it is you guys bought him. So.
I thought it was like half plate.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but Fox does not do sneakies, so he's staying back with Ophelia. Alright. And as you are sort of reeling, your mind kind of clears and you're like, what the... And basically at the time that Badger sort of squeals in pain, this creature sort of... It goes from being the size of a dwarf to being very tiny. And then seemingly vanishes.
Badger will turn back into her dwarven self. It's like, the fuck?
What?
You just punched me!
Something got
Wow,
in my
we're doing
brain.
so great on our stealth. Yay.
Where did the little fucker go? Thor, are you in here? Get your dwarven ass out here!
Can I roll perception to try and figure out where the tiny thing ran off to?
Yep.
No, never mind.
You're a little bit distracted by watching your two party members. You're just sort of like...
I am here for this drama.
You're just like sipping your tea.
Basically.
If I can also do the perception thing, that's a 20. Hang on, I think I started 23.
Okay, so it takes you, like you are looking around and you see, for a second you think you see something and then you're not sure, and then you finally see something moving in a way that nothing like a stone wouldn't move if it was disturbed. You finally, your eyes manage to just barely track this, as you see a tiny little creature, and it actually is sprinting towards Ophelia and Fox.
Move to intercept.
Okay.
Incoming?
Alright, with that, I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Alright, that's not so bad.
That's terrible.
Okay.
Alright then.
Alrighty. Ophelia.
5.
Alright. Badger.
My actual 5.
Alright, whose dex is higher?
I guarantee it's Badger's.
12 with a +1.
I have a +1 as well.
What's your actual score?
It's a 12.
So which
Who
one of
wants
us wants
to
to
go
go first?
I don't care.
Badger probably answering to go, so
Okay.
sure.
Zeke.
20.
Alright.
Fair enough.
Fox did like garbage. And
still be on
All right. Top of the round is Zeke.
Move to intercept. If 45 feet isn't enough to reach it, then Zeke will double move.
Okay. You are, it's basically like, yeah, 45 you can catch it.
Okay. Zeke will attempt to squish it. Because
Okay.
what does it look like once he actually gets to it?
So it, are you still holding your torch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it looks like a rotten dwarf, essentially. It's dwarven shaped, but tiny now. And its skin is green and bloated, and its hair is white. Its teeth are jagged, and there's blood in its beard that's dried and caked.
Oh, this is gonna be so gross. Alright, attack action. Doop-de-doo. That's 14 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack. That's definitely a hit, and that's 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And bonus action for third hit. That's another hit, and that's 12 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. Alrighty. And next is its turn. Badger, you're on deck.
Okay.
Alrighty. Alright. It is attacking you, Zeke. I'm gonna try this dice. No, that's a 21.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that's...
I don't like that a tiny thing is getting multiple dice to hit me.
Anyways, here's your 47 d8 damage.
Yeah.
It's 19 damage.
Ow.
And it's weird, like you sort of are getting stabbed in like the calf with a little dagger, but it feels like there is a dagger stabbing into your mind.
Goody!
Right. And that is its turn. Badger.
How far away from them are? How far away is it from me?
It's probably about 25 feet.
Making it easy for me, I see.
It's not very fast.
Alright, well then I will run over, cast Shillelagh on my, shenanigans! On my quarterstaff and clock it.
Okay.
Alright. That is a 23.
Yes.
That's a D8 to hit. That's a D8. What is that? And 8 damage.
Okay. Nice. Alright, Ophelia.
Bang bang finger guns.
Alright.
Calling that Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
First one. Okay, maybe. That's a 18 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 14. So
Second one is a 15.
nice. Double hits.
Okay.
Roll that damage.
It's going to take. Okay, that's fine. 18 damage.
Nice. Alright, how would you like to do this?
I just want it to explode.
Okay. So it sort of explodes like a rotten pinata.
That's disgusting.
That's on my boots.
right. Good job.
Yay.
You exploded it.
I did a thing. I'm
You
so
popped the
proud of you.
weasel.
No, let's never refer to it like that ever again, please.
Badger's gonna poke through whatever it is remains in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what
disgusting.
was it? Do you want me to
Make
roll
a
nature?
make a nature check.
Out of game.
Whoever wants to try and like look at it and see if they
Yeah,
can figure
that's
it
a nat one.
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea.
You're just sort of like, what? Zeke hit me.
What the fuck
Oh.
is... And why did you hit me?
Okay.
It's got mind daggers. Ow.
19 nature.
Okay, so you, while these two are sort of like, what the? I've been teaching about that! Ophelia's just sort of like, excuse me, I have important business to do.
I'm sorry, can you go 5 feet that way? Actually, no, 20 feet that way because you're annoying me.
And you investigate the pinata, and you are, now that it has died, it is back to the
Twizzlers.
shape of, it's back to the shape of, and size of a dwarf, upon its death, and it looks, as far as you can tell, like a dwarf. It's like a rotten zombie-esque dwarf, but it doesn't look like anything other than a dwarf.
Well, this is stupid.
So when it exploded, it went back to its normal
It
size?
is, yeah. Well, the remains are dwarven size now, no
Oh, so
longer
it's not
tiny.
just tiny. Okay, so it must have had a minimized spell on itself. Not that Badger knows that. Okay. And now seeing it up close, after I have a moment of with Zeke, again.
Why are you like this way?
Does it look like Thor?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this looks like a, it looks like an older dwarf.
Can I try and find any personal effects that it may have?
Just make an investigation.
You know what? You betrayed me. So you can go over there. You sort of betrayed me too. Investigation? Is that what we said?
Yeah.
That's a fur.
No, you're like, I'm gonna, I touched it. Yeah, so you sort of go to try and investigate and find personal effects, and you're like, it exploded. I don't know where its pockets are.
Is that what is that?
I think that's an ear.
Suppose Zeke will do the same just to, after watching
Yeah.
Badger go, oh, I put a hand in the wrong spot. That wasn't a pocket. Okay, that's not so bad. 20.
Okay, so you sort of, learning from Badger's mistake and with Ophelia, who kind of has a sense of what this creature even is.
Fuck no, I'm not touching anything.
Yeah, Ophelia doesn't want to touch it, but between the two of you, between what she was able to see and your steady hands.
Well, it's like Zeke would probably like just pull like a dart or a dagger
Yeah,
and like
and just
like poke at things until he found something that he'd actually want to like.
yeah.
Ugh, it's squishy. It's
God.
cold.
So yeah, as you sort of are poking through it, where'd you go? You actually find what looks like it's maybe like this big. It looks like sort of an iron mirror,
Okay.
maybe.
Huh. Hey Ophelia, what do your magic eyes see?
My breath.
Forever.
Detect magic.
Okay, so yeah, the item is it's definitely magical. It's enchanted. It's an enchanted item.
Well, it's enchanted. It certainly is magical.
Neat. Throws it into his bag.
Nifty. Chuck.
Bear in mind that Zeke's like, yeah, it's all magic. I don't know. I punch things. What?
Alright.
Magic stuff sells.
Alright.
One hopes it's not corrupted.
Mm.
Zeke, I would like you to make a wisdom save.
Oh no.
New subtitle of this episode: Zeke's very good, no good day. Very bad, no good day.
12.
Okay. So sort of as you picked up this little doodad and you're chucking it into your bag, you hear something that sounds maybe like not necessarily a kid's voice, but like a young person's voice. And it just is saying, "Help! Help!"
Pulls mirror back out. Hello?
Oh, excellent. Yes, let's talk to it. That's great.
what's
That's super
happening?
helpful.
Hey, you guys not here? Like,
Nope, congratulations, you're cursed now. Way to go. You've touched it. Mm-hmm.
Why do you always jump to the worst conclusion possible?
Because it's funny to watch both of you squirm.
I mean, we did just have a killer dwarf explode on us, so I mean, like, it's not necessarily an optimistic place.
Anyway, I heard
Good
a
luck with your
thing
curse now.
Yeah.
saying looking for help sounded like a small-ish young voice.
Thor?
Yes, he's trapped in the mirror. Let's rescue him.
I mean, yes, we will.
Cool. Anyways, put the mirror on the ground. Go jump into it. See how that works out.
Right.
Let me know how that works out for you.
Zeke pokes the face of the mirror.
Nothing seems to appear in the mirror itself, but yeah, and you can. Yeah, okay, he's done. All right, but you do after a few moments, you hear the voice go, "Yes, that's me. Help!
Where are you?
I don't know. It's dark. A troll or something big grabbed me."
Zeke hands the mirror to Ophelia. Or
Oh.
sorry, not Ophelia. Badger.
Ophelia's like, "Nope."
No.
Alright, make a wisdom save. I'm waiting for it to be like, "Nat 20, you don't hear shit."
That would be unfortunate.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, and wisdom's one of my good ones too.
I know.
Oh, 14.
Okay. So it's sort of like you hear for just a second, you hear Thor's voice saying, "Help!" And then it just sort of is almost like static, kind of takes it over, and then it goes silent.
Thor? Can I, with the mirror, just plop down on my ass and just focus on it for 30 minutes?
If I remember the rules correctly, you can willingly fail a save along those lines.
Yeah, I think you can. So, but yeah, it's you can sit and focus on it, but the mirror stays quiet. Yeah, but as long as Ophelia's eyes are seeing magic, it is still a magical item.
Oh, good. I don't know if this would be a good idea or not.
I love that idea.
Because I have Dispel Magic. I don't know if that would cut the connection or if it would break shit.
Well, Dispel Magic doesn't work like that.
Choose a creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Mm.
Any third level or lower on the target ends for each spell. Fourth level or higher on the target, make an
Yeah, but
ability check.
if it's an enchanted item, Dispel Magic doesn't break enchantments. I don't think.
It says
it's-
object.
But it's but it's for actual spells.
Oh. I guess I would need. Well, I don't know if there's actually a spell for disenchant.
Yes, it's called Breaking the Mirror.
I mean, Zeke probably wouldn't think to do this, but like you would know what magical school it is. So if it's illusion versus scrying, then that would probably give us
what sort of
information.
school of magic is it?
It's like, oh, it's an illusion magic. It just makes you hear whatever you want, whatever you're expecting, versus scrying, in which case it's, oh yeah, this is connected to the
Yeah,
kid.
it would be divination for scrying.
That's the one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me look at that.
I'm bad at my schools of magic.
Me too.
We all are. There's abjuration, conjuration. I think enchantment is a school.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Abjuration, conjuration, enchantment, divination, necromancy. I don't remember the other two.
Abjuration, conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation,
Evocation.
illusion,
Illusion.
necromancy, transmutation. That's everything.
Yep. But I mean, if it's just an enchanted item, then it would probably just be enchantment.
No.
Because I don't feel like sorting it all out. Ophelia basically gets the sense that this is some sort of a scrying magical spell.
Okay.
Divination.
The exact effects of it, she's not too sure of, but
Well, yeah, because the only thing I can
Yeah.
do is just be like,
it's a
It's
divination. It's a divination magic item.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have identify.
Yeah. Shut up.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess Badger will hold on to this mirror. Is there another exit outside of this chamber?
Yeah, so there are actually, once you have now stepped into it, you see two ways to go. The chamber sort of continues opening wide to the south of you, and then it continues further in west.
Badger. I mean, so Zeke will like. Did you not hear anything?
I did, but I can't contact him back.
Dude. Thor? No?
Yeah, nobody responds.
Okay, here you go.
Alright. But yeah, so there are two ways. You can go further south, or there's a more narrow entrance to the west.
Can I do a, I guess, survival check to see if I can find footprints that maybe would match
Yeah.
Thor's? And see if I can figure out if he came actually into the mine.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck me. Yeah, okay.
Such a rave response.
I mean, it's not 9. Plus 7 is 16, so it's not a terrible roll.
Okay, so yeah, you sort of you look around for a little while, and you can see sort of various types of movement. A couple of different creatures, some dwarven size, some much larger. It's hard to tell how long because it's mostly stone floor, but you do see some that are slightly smaller in size, and it looks like they went to the west.
I found these footprints. They'd match roughly about Thor's foot size. Went to the west.
Okay.
Onward!
Alright. So as you continue in, the path narrows for a little while, and then it begins to open back up into another cavern, and it's sort of like as soon as there's a little bit of a curve in the caverns, but as soon as you make your way around this slight curve, it's suddenly like you don't need your torch anymore. There's this sickly green glow that is in the area of this room, and you can see very clearly that there is a pool of this glowing green liquid in the southwest corner of a fairly large room, and you can see on the other side, just past the pool, is another hallway that continues on.
Does this remind us of any of the other corruption that we've seen or faced?
Just make a general history. Whoever wants to.
Detect magic.
Okay.
Oh god, you guys are rolling so low. It's a 6.
Yeah, you are not too sure. You're sort of distracted by the mirror in your hand pocket, wherever you have put it. And as you kind of go to detect magic, you recognize the pool, particularly as that same kind of corrupting magic that you have come to know so well.
No one touched the water.
What? You mean it's not a glowing green, like, bath sauna thing? What a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Like every few minutes, Badger will kind of just be like, Thor, are you there? Thor.
Come in. Over. Yeah, and there doesn't seem to be any answers right now. So yeah, you're standing on the edge of a room with a nice glowing pool.
I know.
It kind of billows a little bit of smoke. The smoke doesn't dissipate far into the room. It mostly is localized around the actual water itself, so it's not like the whole room is filled with smoke.
Are there any more of those weird dwarf things around?
You can make a perception check.
Well, hear me out. What if you just told me?
Zeke is gonna also check the room.
17.
Okay.
Significantly lower.
Okay, so Ophelia, you notice that there appear to be at least 4 sort of shadowy shapes moving around near the water. You maybe catch a glimpse of a 5th one, but you're not 100% sure of it. But there are at least 4 that you for sure have seen, maybe 5.
Well, there's at least 4 things in here over by the water.
Can we just kill them?
Be my guest. Anyways, if he's going to try and stealth and go around the edge of the... If anybody goes into the room, I'm going to go around the opposite edge.
Okay. Alright, make a stealth check.
But hear me out.
Susie's like, but please no.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a 14.
Okay. Yeah, you are confident that you are blending in with the wall.
No one can see me.
And your perception check earlier was like above a 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you hear what maybe is the sound of like, because you are familiar with wolves, you recognize the sound of what is maybe a wolf cub.
That's not good.
And it sounds in distress.
Distress?
Mm-hmm. It's like sad puppy cry.
No, but hear me out. What if it's not sad puppy cries?
But yeah, so as you sort of sneak a little bit further into the room, you just sort of hear.
Is it like pain distress or like I want my mommy distress?
You're not 100% sure.
Fuck!
You're positive that the creature is making a noise of distress, but you can't quite identify it, because as you get a little further in the room, you can hear the scuffling of feet on the ground as well.
Okay, I'm still gonna keep my detect magic going.
Okay. Yeah, the pool is definitely magical, and one of the 4 or 5 creatures, they're sort of all walking in like a circle around this pool essentially, so it's a little hard to keep track of exactly how many there are.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one for sure that has a magic item on their person.
Okay.
It's an enchantment. It's an enchanted object. Yeah.
Alright, I'm not gonna make any rash movements immediately.
Alright.
I'm gonna give it 30 seconds.
Alright, so Ophelia has begun sneaking into the room.
And my 30-second countdown.
Zeke, I suppose, will also try and just
You know what?
stealth into the room just to see.
Let's see.
God damn it.
Oh boy.
Rolled all over the place and then landed on a 2, so that's a 9.
Okay. Alright.
What was that again? Tell me what? I
Sucks.
will step into the room
Okay.
and I will cast Conjure Animals and
Okay.
summon 8 wolves to my side.
Okay.
And I will say, if you have Thor, you will give him to me or you will die.
Okay. Ophelia, you see them sort of stop walking around the water. I feel like I can do that.
I'm picturing it like Zeke starts to slide into the room, promptly steps on like a really squelchy patch
Yeah.
of moss, and then Badger, you will die. I'm like, oh, thank God.
As I now have a wolf pack at my side.
Alright. So. Okay. Alright, so Ophelia, you see one of the figures sort of blink out of existence.
Fucker.
Does that happen to be one of the ones that has a magic item on it?
It does.
Cool. Where's that magic item going?
You don't see it anymore in the room.
Damn it!
Yeah. Alright. And with that, everyone, I'd like you to roll an initiative.
Today is not a good day. Okay.
Okay,
And I'm gonna
so,
give you Fox, so
right.
you guys can
cool.
figure out where you want to put it.
Leave him. This is gonna be fun. Could I have a PHP?
Here you go.
Here we go. Thank you.
So what's the entrance that we came in through?
The one closest to you.
This one here?
Yep.
Alright, and there's the pool. So I'm assuming that we were going this way.
So that
With
way
Zeke
I
about
can
there.
access my own spells.
Oh, that's Fox.
Yep.
Here's
Fox is
Badger.
back here.
So you probably want to put. Yeah,
Badger's
and
probably
then
right about there.
Here's Ophelia.
Okay. Neat. I'm assuming Ophelia's like about there.
Yep.
Fox would probably be rolling up about there.
So, excusey.
Ah, yes, the wolf figures.
Find all my wolf figures.
There's a whole bunch of them in that zombie side bag.
Yeah.
The one that I had last game.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a bunch from of the wolf figures. They're nice. From Seymour.
Yep.
A 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. We are winning the action economy.
Yay!
All right. So a wolf pack around me.
Can they all fit?
Sure, let's say you two lined up there. Fox, you've got some wolf friends.
Thanks, I hate it.
Sure. And you know what? Just put one right in front of me too. There we go.
Because there are technically 9 spaces around a single person, so should be fine.
Yep. Except those particular minis are
Slightly
long
large.
minis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to grab while I was up and about, which was something to keep track of all the damn HP that I'm gonna have to do.
Uh-huh.
You know, playing druids is great. Especially with this conjure animal spell. Love it.
Alright, so we have...
Well, you know, hopefully it's plus 4,
Nope.
13 to 5.
What?
So
There's an ad on Facebook for a cute watch, and I was like, I wonder how much it is. It's probably stupid expensive. It's stupid expensive.
Lame. Okay, so... No, not that one. That would be funny if you knew.
Alright. It's been a while since I brought this into the limelight. Let's see. What notes do I have last? Going to Bay Hill. Alright. So, wolves have. Alright. So.
Okay.
alright, we ready to start giving out initiative numbers?
Yep, Zeke.
6.
14.
Badger got a 19. My wolves. It's based on dex, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got a 12.
Let's go. Oh my. Okay, good job, Fox. Alright.
Ooh, these could be dangerous.
Don't wolves get like a free trip? Huh?
Pack
Pack
tactics.
tactics.
Oh.
They get advantage on any attack as long as one of their allies is 5 feet within them. Doesn't even have to be flanking.
Oh, I was thinking that I remembered wolves being able to trip, but that's a 3.0 thing.
I think it was also a 4-0 thing too.
I didn't really play 4, so
Yeah.
I can't count that. I mean, I'll take credit for it, but
Alrighty. Ooh, boy, that's gonna be fun, y'all.
Boy, howdy.
Boy, howdy, yo. Alright.
fireball right there, and we're dead.
Oh, one of your toes isn't colored. That's sad. No.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Everybody in that 15-foot cube directly in front of those two needs to make a strength save.
That would be...
So, this one, or what was centered on who?
They both are doing it. So
Okay.
it's going to be whoever is directly in front of them is going to have to make it twice, but it's basically two 15-foot cubes are happening here.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, a cube.
Fuck you guys.
It's 5, 10. Okay, so 3 across, centered on them. Okay, so basically,
Most of them are wolves, I think.
all of the wolves, and except for these two and Badger.
Is Fox in it or no?
No, Fox is out of
Okay.
range.
Right. So everyone...
So just the wolves?
the wolves and Badger.
Yep.
Wolves and Badger? Alright, you said strength.
Strength saving throw.
Okay, you know what? Let me get a different D20 that's a different color for the wolves so that way I don't get confused. That's a D12.
Alright. Gosh. They all rolled
D20. Great, the wolves. Alright. So, do you want me to roll them individually or as a group?
Good God, as a group.
I think as a group it'd probably be a lot easier for everybody. But
Until some of them start dying off.
Well, as a group they just went 5.
okay.
And me on a strength save. Oh god, this is gonna be terrible. Okay, 13.
Okay. So you are able to withstand the first one as one of these steps up to you. And it's another sort of rotten, disgusting dwarf. And it opens its mouth.
Taking a note from my book, eh?
No. And it actually lets out this ear-shattering scream that basically you can like feel reverberating through your body. And the wolves take 9 damage and are knocked prone.
Shit. Alright.
Womp!
So this one.
Just imagine all the wolves at once. Blip.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So is it 7 wolves out of the 8? Or no, 6 wolves out of the 8?
Yeah, 6 out of the 8.
So that's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Alright. Okay. And then the second one does the same thing.
Badger. 1.
Okay.
Okay, cool. The wolves are dead. Cool. With a 4.
Oh no!
Cool.
And everyone takes 8 damage.
Cool.
And if
So
they are
1,
not
2,
knocked
3,
prone.
4,
So
5,
Badger
6.
is now knocked prone.
Cool. Awesome. And Badger took 8.
Yes.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6. Bloop.
Okay.
You know, but it's fine because they're fodder. They go back to the Feywild.
They're fine. It's fine.
And
Oh no.
and Fox is fine. He didn't take a
fine.
shit.
He was out of it.
It's
Which
fine.
strength save is the only thing he's good at, so it's fine. All right. Okay, let me just take a second to put everybody in order. Okay, then. Yes.
So is that a concentration spell?
No.
Uh,
Oh, the wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
You should probably make that con save.
True dat. So I gotta make a 10. Please don't fuck me.
You need 2 of them.
You fucked me. They fucked me on the first one. So
There are no more wolves.
There are no more wolves. It's just a waste of a 3rd level spell.
I just love the fact that you just walk up to them and we're just like, fuck you! And they're like, okay.
And they were like, what did you say to me? And the wolves are like, we're not a part of this. Goodbye. Out! Wanted no part of this narrative. I'm so sorry. We're leaving.
Well, you could try and do it again.
Yeah, I could.
You probably can't do that twice in a day. There's only 2 more,
It's fine.
plus the wizard.
Okay, and next. You guys gonna do?
I need to find an item that gives Zeke haste.
You are slow as shit. I don't get that. Okay. Alright, well. Beep beep, the slow boys are coming.
Beep, beep, motherfucker.
Yes, that would.
15, 20. 20. Okay, and next is Fox and Badger, you're on deck.
Okay.
I rolled 2 nat 20s for go. So Fox and them got
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
they did good. Like Fox will go here and attack. You know, better late than never.
You just rolled very poorly.
That's a whiff. Good job, Fox. He's here for moral support. Alright, and now it's Badger's turn. Ophelia, you're next.
Okay.
Alright,
Was that a magic spell that they cast when they screamed? Or is it just like a natural ability?
It's just a natural ability.
That's stupid. Okay.
Yeah. It was thunder damage.
Alright, you fuckfaces, I will stand my ass up. And so I have at least 10 feet of movement.
Yes, you do.
So I will come in right here. Hello.
Sure.
And I'm like, look, bastards! I will cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level.
Okay.
So 15-foot cube. Is it in front of me? Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll go 5, 10 here. Here gets that guy too.
Okay. So there's
I need them to make a con save.
Okay. Alright. So 2 guys up front. A 10 and a 19.
10 fails, 15
And
or
then
19.
the guy behind them rolled a 19. So one of the 2 right directly in front of you.
On a failed save, it takes 2d8, but I'm casting at 2nd level, so that's 3d8. Where's my other d8? There you are. So the one that failed takes 9 damage
Okay.
and is pushed 10 feet backwards.
Okay.
Does it matter which one I do?
No.
Just say this one for shits and giggles. And then the other 2 take half as much.
Okay.
So 4 damage.
Okay. Ophelia.
The one that just took damage,
Mm-hmm.
Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Actually, no, first, bonus action Hex.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I have to think really hard about if I actually want to Hex people. No,
It
no.
gives you extra damage.
It does give you
but
extra damage, but I don't care.
It uses the spell slot.
So, the one that just took damage, I need him to make a, not a dex save, a wisdom save.
Oh, God.
You're looking at 14.
No, that's a -2.
Alright, cool. Oh, that's not the best
He
damage in
got
the
a
world,
-2.
but he takes 11 necrotic damage.
Okay, he's dead.
So
The one
Which
that got,
one?
The one that got shoved back.
this
yes.
one? Okay.
No. Very quietly from Ophelia in the corner. And I'm going to continue scooching my ass.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Can I still hear that wolf puppy crying?
Just make a quick perception check to see if you can tell sort of direction.
Oh, hey, that's actually not bad. 15?
Yeah, it's sort of coming from the corner behind the pool.
Okay.
Okay, next is that guy.
Ophelia, no. It's currently not stealthing. Shit. Anyways.
Who'd you just fuck over? Me?
Both of you.
I'm so sorry, Badger.
Okay, let's do it.
Fox turns his glaive on you,
Ay, everyone wants to attack Badger today.
and you take 9.
What did he roll?
I rolled a 17.
Okay. Fair enough.
And you take 9 damage as Fox glaive slams into you.
Okay. Good thing I don't have any concentration spells going currently.
And he pops back into existence.
Oh, that motherfucker. Can I see him?
Yes, he is no longer invisible. His magic item is visible again as well.
Bitch.
Okay. And now it's Zeke. And then we'll be at the top.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and bonus action to dash. Sup, bitch?
Hello!
And I get 2 attacks.
Okay.
Okay. 16 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one. 18. That's an 18 to hit, so that's
Yeah.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
All of it magical. And that's it for Zeke.
Alrighty. Top of the round. So, Screamy Boy is attacking you, Badger.
Of course. I mean, I did make the declaration, so fair enough, fair enough.
Okay, I rolled an 18.
That hits, yep. Mm-hmm.
So he pulls out this strange device that's it's basically a drill. He's pulling out a drill, essentially.
Okay.
Okay, that's 10
Oh, Lord. Okay.
damage. And that's his turn. Now it's Fox, who casts Cure Wounds on you.
Much appreciated. Yeah, could use that,
I'm
definitely.
so sorry. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think something that happened to Zeke happened to you. I'm not holding it against you.
I'm so sorry.
How much does he heal me for?
You can. Oh,
It's 1d8.
it's
right?
1d8.
I think plus something, isn't it?
Yeah, plus
Yes.
his spell modifier.
Spell modifier is a 5.
Okay, 7 plus 5 is 13. Nice.
And this guy,
Right?
12.
12.
and
Two
this guy
odds make it even.
finally makes it to you, and he is attacking Fox. And that's a miss. And then to last guy. I'll put it in a safe place. Why I like this so well. He just won't do that then. That's fine. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so then
Oh no.
this guy over her. He kind of mutters a little to himself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is he summoning something?
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Is he casting a spell?
Maybe. Hold on. Let me double check what he actually does. It's not technically a spell. It's an ability. It's like an innate ability they have. Because I know that you can do counter spell, but it's not cast at a level.
Okay.
So I don't know that that would work. And I don't want you to waste it.
Yeah, because what is it? Is he like summoning something?
No. He
Okay.
basically can adjust his size.
Oh, okay. Blorp.
So he is now big boy.
Enlarge.
But yeah, it's just an innate ability that they
Okay, I thought he
have.
was actually like summoning something.
No,
Okay.
yeah, no. So yeah, he sort of mutters a little bit to himself and kind of like, sort of slams his hammers into his chest, and then suddenly is enlarged.
But why hook horror?
The closest thing we have.
That's the biggest figure I had handy.
Yeah.
So now he is magically a hook whore.
No.
But what if not?
But what if we didn't do that?
But why? Fox, we fucked up.
I'm so sorry, Fox. Alright, so that's them, that's Fox, because he missed. Okay, Badger, you're up, and Ophelia, you're on deck. Badger has regrets.
Many regrets.
No regrets!
No, I have many.
All of the Raggarts.
I have many regrets. Fucking A, what is this?
If you summon animals, can they attack that same turn? Or do they have
I
summoning
think they have
sickness?
to friendly to you. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures which act its own turn.
Yeah, because you're that, and you're a screamer. And you're what's his face? Yeah. I don't know why you guys don't have the same innate abilities. It's annoying. Some of you enlarge, some of you reduce, some of you me.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. No raggarts.
Why did I take that spell? It's a shitty spell. Oh, I didn't take that spell. It's just one I've constantly prepared.
Why did I take that spell? It's shit. I don't actually have that spell.
I mean, I have it. It's just one that's constantly prepared because of my,
Your class or
my,
whatever. Yeah.
Hum. Hem.
Walk in and see this. What do?
You know what? Oh, wait.
I don't know what.
I wonder if it would work. I'm going to cast invisibility at 3rd level.
Okay.
And I'm going to reach out and touch Fox and be like, see you in a bit.
Okay.
And we go invisible.
Okay. Alrighty.
And I would then like to move.
Okay.
I would like to move myself over her.
Okay. I will say that one of them takes a swipe at you at disadvantage because they've seen you, they know you're moving. So I will say only one of them picks the correct direction that you have moved in.
Fair
and
enough.
Swings that way.
Uh,
No.
okay. Technically, you can only make an opportunity attack on a creature you can see.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, they rolled 2 2s. Alright. Okay, I feel you.
I don't like the large boy. I don't like a lot of things that are happening right now.
None of this is acceptable to me.
None of this is acceptable, and everything's stupid.
I'm sorry, that probably just blew out the mic.
I'm going to cast, Okay, has the large one taken damage recently?
No.
Has anything over there taken damage recently?
I mean, the 2 in front of me have.
Yeah.
The 2 in front of
Yeah.
Fox
Yeah,
have.
the 2 in front of Fox have. The big boy has not. He just got over to combat range.
I'm going to
Boop.
cast,
Boop.
Okay, fuck it. Toll the dead on the other tall, screamy one.
Okay. So he needs to make a con save?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Oh,
14.
right.
All right.
Oh my god, it made it! You rolled an 18 minus 4. Meet and beat! My god! What? Holy shit!
Alright.
That's how we got a -2 the last time we tried to save from that spell.
Cool.
There.
I'm done.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna move along the wall again. Some more.
5, 10. Are you like sticking right on the wall, or can I? Okay.
Yep.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, Fox. You can do stuff too. Alright.
Fox might want to move first.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's that dude. Okay, he is attacking you, Zeke.
Yep.
What is he?
Do not like the Darrow.
18?
Meat.
That's one less dice than last time, so, you know.
Oh, goody.
That's 12 psychic damage.
Ow.
And that's an action. Yeah, that's an action, so he can't do that. And that is his turn, and now it is yours.
Okay, Zeke is bloodied. That's great. That's great. Alright. Zeke did not like that, so he's gonna punch.
Okay.
He's gonna punch a lot. Except when he rolls a 1.
Oh.
15?
Yes.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
Okay.
So that was the second one. Gonna spend a key point to Flurry of Blows to get 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
Nice.
And We said a 15 hits, so that's 11 points of damage.
Nice. Okay.
And mark off that second key point. And that's everything that Zeke can do.
Alright.
Do you want me to move them for you?
Well, they're not really moving anywhere for the moment. Right this second. I'm gonna figure out what they're going to do.
Actually,
Okay.
Zeke is going to do one other thing and move this way so that he can be slightly less directly in the line of
Okay.
fire.
Okay, so you two can't do that. And neither can you. Cool. Okay. Wait, that's not what you want. You're this. Okay. So, not Screamy Boy goes invisible.
Is he casting a spell?
Technically no, but
Is it considered innate spellcasting?
yeah, it's an innate. It recharges on a rest,
Okay. Well, I'm just.
but it doesn't give it what spell it's cast, what level it's necessarily they can cast it at.
That's
so.
fair. If it's an innate spellcasting ability, then that's completely
Yeah.
different. Okay.
So, not Screamy Boy. So that's all the invisible tokens we have, so nobody else can go invisible.
Alright, and Screamy Boy is gonna start moving towards Zeke.
How many spaces he get?
He gets 20.
5, 10. I'm assuming he wouldn't cross through this?
Yeah, he would not.
15, 20. Does he take double or?
Yeah, he can do double because he doesn't have anything that can reach that far.
Innate spellcasting that ignores all components that are required by the spell is not able to be counterspelled.
Yeah,
So-
most of them just have innate, so. Okay, and Big Boy moves towards Ophelia.
Oh God, no. But hear me out. What if he didn't?
5. Well, no. It's weird to say because he
I know.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would say it was here, right?
Yeah.
Just use like the one corner.
That's what I was
So
doing.
5, 10, 15, 20 is your best case, so that puts that corner right there.
And then he can do double move, so he'll move
Okay.
20.
Nope.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Nope.
I
How
don't like
about-
this.
How about no? No sounds great to me. Can you fuck off?
Okay. Alright, and that. Alright, so Fox's turn. 60. Okay, so Fox is gonna scoot closer to. He's gonna move towards Zeke.
Alright. 5,
He
10,
has 30.
15, 20, 25, 30, I guess?
And he. Doing like casting spells and stuff gets rid of invisibility, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's alright. He is going to cast Healing Word as his bonus action on Zeke.
Okay.
And he can cast it at the 4th level. So you get 44 plus 6 health back.
4d4 plus 6.
44 6 health.
Okay, that's 3. D4 hard to pick up. 6. 9.
He can't do that damage.
Okay.
Well, okay. And then he is going. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, and then he is going to cast. He'll cast Sacred Flame. That dude. Which he completely whiffs. Woof. And alright. Alright, And then Ophelia.
Okay.
Thinking really hard over here.
Mm-hmm. So, that is gigantic.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Are you summoning the stupid big snake again?
no.
Okay.
I am summoning a giant elk,
Okay.
which is considered a huge creature.
Uh-huh, I know. You guys recently met some.
So that takes up 15 squares.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's a 15 foot by 15 foot square.
Here you go.
Sure. That actually really does work.
Yep.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Okay.
And I am no longer invisible because I cast a spell.
All right, now somebody else can go invisible.
Now we can have more people going
We
invisible.
can have
Okay.
2 people
We
going
can have
invisible.
2 people go invisible.
Well, don't tempt them.
Please don't. And I need to make it a roll. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That's a 22 on the initiative order.
Okay. So it'll be at the top of the round.
All right, and then so I am now out of 3rd level spells. And that is my go.
Okay. All right, Ophelia.
Hi, please kindly fuck off.
Okay.
I'm going to witch bolt the large thing.
Okay. So you make the attack roll on Witch Bolt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
No.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're a little distracted by this giant thing approaching you. No, can you not?
I'm gonna stay there.
Okay.
I look forward to my eventual death.
Alrighty, now it is this dude's. Zeke's friend's turn.
Fuck off.
I can't.
It's fine, just kill us. Let's see
The
what
whole
we are.
party wipes. That's the game over, right?
I can't. Okay, Zeke, make a wisdom save. An intelligence save. Intelligence save.
An intelligence save.
That's
9.
Who's he gonna attack now?
no one.
Oh, that's good.
His brain just
Is
gets
it?
to leak out his ears.
So without your real wanting to.
Yep. I was afraid of that. That was part of the reason that I specifically moved behind him.
From that puddle.
Yep.
Okay. So.
Well, Doc, how bad is it?
Is that a pool of acid?
No, that's a pool of corruption juice.
Alright,
I
I
knew
need you to
that.
make a con save.
Yep.
Please save. Please save. Please save. Save good. Save good. Good save.
That actually isn't terrible. 16.
Okay. So what that means. Alright, so the damage is halved, so you take 8 total.
Okay, that's actually bearable.
And as the pain sort of screeches up your legs, you snap back to your senses again. Alright. That's that dude's turn. And now it's your turn, Zeke.
Zeke proceeds to get his butt out of said corruption pool.
No.
If it weren't for the fact that he's pretty sure that it would just heal the guy, he'd kick him in. But for now,
This is Sparta!
Ah.
yeah.
It's a bad.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack, 5 points of damage.
Is he dead yet?
Not quite.
Okay.
He looks rough.
I guess we'll spend a key point so that we can make sure that this is it. Okay, that's 8 points of damage.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
I gotta keep going. So, punch, 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 punch. Your turn.
Okay.
I've still got a hit to throw, a punch to throw.
Punch him in his face repeatedly. Okay, you're done. All right, one more hit. Let's go, bitch.
Yeah.
Just punch through.
Yeah, punch and move, punch and move.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless you'd be willing to let me go, like, punch his head. It's like, oh, good, his head's off, and then like roundhouse kick to like sling.
Thunk. Hit another motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Sure, why not?
No, Zeke's a boxer, so
Yeah,
that
wouldn't. It
actually
doesn't
work.
exactly work, but I like.
You could punch
the
the head across the room.
I like the aesthetics. So
But,
what you're going for?
12 points of damage for the other one.
Okay.
And this guy is off the battlefield. Yeah.
Yay!
Okay.
All right. Top of the round is the elk.
All right.
Trundle, trundle, trundle. We still don't know where the invisible one is.
Is it a does it say straight towards a target? So how do big things work well?
I mean, technically, that's actually slightly larger, so because that's actually like a 20-foot base.
Oh yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
not 15.
Slightly bigger.
But I don't think we have anything
Unless we're willing to, we can use the bear.
Yeah, he might be more appropriate.
Woods bear.
My
Pumpkin bear.
pumpkin bear.
Yeah, that's about 15.
Yeah, sure. We'll say like that. So I might put him like that though. Let's see. 5. How does this work?
Just like
Just count the squares.
I know,
just
I'm trying
pick
to-
the-
Yeah.
and put that foot on it. So
I think I should have put it over 1, but whatever. How many?
you did kind of move it, like it was there. So we'll
60
say it's
feet. Okay, so 5, 10, 15. Actually, it's just gonna go 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. It's gonna. Rah!
Okay.
It doesn't get the charge, but it is going to make its hooves attack. Oh wait. It's just one prone creature. So never mind, it's just gonna ram it.
Okay.
So 12 plus 6, 18.
Yes.
Okay, so then ram does 2d6 plus 4. Does 12 damage.
Okay. Alright. Big boy has been hit.
Toll the dead! Toll the dead! Toll the dead!
Alright.
Is it my turn?
No. It is the elk's turn, so it's top of the round.
The elk just went.
Yeah. So it's top of the round, so it's their turn now.
Okay.
Okay.
They go at the top of the round. The elk got a 22, so it went at the top of the round. Right?
Elk has been moved to the very,
Yeah.
very top of the
Yeah,
round.
elk
and now
is
it's
the
normal
very, very
top.
top
Okay,
of the round.
okay, I was
We are at the very, very, very tippy top of the round.
Okay, so the one after the elk is going. Got it. Good.
Yes,
Go.
yes. The ones after the elk are now getting to go. Oh.
Because Zeke rolled a 6 for initiative.
Yeah, Zeke did bad on initiative, and they all did really well.
Okay.
Alrighty. Invisible boy is attacking Badger. Okay, so that's a 19.
Yeah. You're not invisible anymore.
Not too bad. He didn't roll very well on his attack, so that's 7.
Alright. And it's not poison damage, is it?
Nope.
Okay. So I do have resistance to that.
Yeah, nope. Not poisons. Alright, so that's that guy. Big boy is gonna attack the elk.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Boy, oh boy.
Big boy is... you should have taken a lot more damage, but I got my people mixed up, so never mind. I was rolling for the wrong character's damage, so you got a d6 instead of a d12, so... Whoops. Alright, but that's you, big boy. Get a... Open at 20, I double the dice. What's that? 2d6. Alright, that's not too bad. 8. 16 damage.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, and Fox's turn. What Fox gonna do?
Cry.
Maybe.
Free action to cry.
Does anyone need healings?
Zeke is not quite bloodied, but so I don't know how Badger's looking.
Okay. He will cast Cure Wounds on Badger. Boop her. And he will bonus action Healing Word you. So you, Badger, get 2d8 plus 6.
Alright, so he bops on over next to me. So you said 2d8?
Yeah, 2d8 plus 6. Cure Wounds and Healing Word. Its second level is 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, that's a 4, right?
Oh, sorry, plus 6. I forget his life clericy stuff. To make him too good at the heals.
Okay, wasn't terrible.
That's much better.
Blessed. Hashtag blessed. But he hasn't cast that yet. Alright. Badger, Ophelia, you're on deck.
Alright.
You look so perturbed by your spells, Carolyn.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just... Why the fuck not? Oh, it's concentration. Fuck, I can't cast that.
Yeah, so many druid spells are all the concentrations, so you can't do many at a time. Tar the Sads.
Really want to?
I really want to do that.
10, 15, 20, 25. I'll just do a double move. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I will come up here.
Alright, cool.
That's all I can do.
Alright, Ophelia.
Large boy, has he taken damage?
Yes.
Yes,
Told
because
the
my
dead.
elk rammed him.
He
Okay.
needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay, big boy is this guy. Okay, so his... And he said, it doesn't matter, he rolled a 3. Whatever it is, he failed it.
He takes 12 damage.
Nice.
And I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Alright, Zeke.
Okay. Punch the guy in front of me. Just
Okay.
punch him right to death.
And you have advantage because of flanking.
Give me.
Beep.
Especially when I'm poking you. I'm poking you. I'm making you dance. I'm making you dance.
Okay. 10 points of damage.
Okay, nice.
Uh, 12 points of damage.
Nice.
And 11 points of damage.
Nice. Alright, how do you want to do this?
Yes.
For that guy.
Just punch him into pieces.
Okay.
Zeke is not
Punch this
interested
into pieces.
Yeah, Zeke is not currently really interested in worrying about much of any of this other than make it stop.
Yep. Okay.
And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. There we go. New target.
To hammer down. Okay. Alrighty, top of the round is to Elk.
Alright, so he is going to back up 20
Okay.
and then ram straight towards this guy in 20. He has a speed movement
Well,
of...
he's going to take an opportunity attack for backing up.
That's fine.
18?
Hits.
And you are using that in your large. So you get 2. Ready? 12 damage.
Alright. So... he's 20 feet forward and hits with a ram attack. Moves forward, then hits it with a ram attack on the same turn. So ram attack. That's cocked as fuck. Shit. 11.
No.
Fuck. That's all I can do.
Alrighty. Now it is its turn. It is attacking back. Yeah. It's a 24.
Yeah.
11 damage.
Okay.
And... oh, you have Hunter's Mark. Oh. And that's that one's turn. Fox's turn. He is gonna spend his turn moving over to the fray.
10,
Is he going after big boy or small boy?
30. He can reach small boy,
Well, then he'll go after small boy. Alright.
and he can actually make an
He will
attack.
Oh my god, Fox, you hit something. I'm so proud of you, baby. You hit something that's not Badger. Alright. That's 9 damage to small boy. Okay. Small boy actually needs to go as well. I forgot he existed for a minute.
So he would have been able to hit Zeke at
Yeah.
that point.
So yeah, we'll do just an attack against Zeke, which he probably makes as a 19.
Yep.
And
Do not have the hasty haste.
And small boy does not have that. So he does 7.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. And now it's Badger's turn. Ophelia, you're on deck.
She's going to... So, since he's a big boy, she's gonna ice knife him.
Okay.
So, I need... make a ranged spell attack. Alright, so... if I'm not mistaken, that is... 7. Ooh, not bad. 22?
Yep.
And I'm not casting it at that level. So he takes 1d10. That's
For a second I thought you said 20 D10 and I was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck spell is that?
Ice knife, don't
This
you
is the fuck you spell?
Who's not jumping on my other dice?
No.
So he takes 4 damage, and then as it shatters, Which is within 5 feet of it. Since it's pretty much him, I would just hit the center of him and
Okay.
he would get exploded again. Must make a dex save.
15.
Son of a bitch, meter beat. So it doesn't take the damage. Seems stupid not to take a half at least, but... The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take. Okay, so yeah. Some meter beat kind of situation. Alright.
Okay. Ophelia.
Toll the dead.
Okay.
He has to make a wisdom save. 14.
Nope.
Oh, damn it. 10.
Alright, how would you like to do this?
He just dies.
Okay.
Bleh.
Alright, he is just dead.
And then I want to go over and find that one that Zeke punched earlier.
Okay.
And point out the mirror on it. The magic item that it had.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go look for that wolf cub.
Okay, there's still one more enemy on the field.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, there's tiny guy. He's blocked
There's
by...
a tiny guy. He is
he's
hidden
blocked by my
the
bigger boy.
giant elk.
Okay, then scoot me 30 feet that way.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can now see him.
Oh my god! Where the hell have you been?
Alright then.
Alright, top. Nope, oh, Zeke.
There's still.
Zeke and then top of the round. Sorry, my card had sunk down too
Scooch
far.
around the.
Giant elk.
Excuse me.
For some advantage rolls, because that's a thing. Okay, that's 7 points of damage.
Okay.
That's 12 points of damage.
Okay. He's not looking good.
Okay. Not gonna spend the key point, but and that's 7 points of damage.
Alright, how do you want to do this? He just did?
Yeah, just die. Just fucking die. There's probably a moment where like Zeke probably just keeps
Punching.
wailing on it for a bit,
Alright.
and then looks and it's gross and cold.
Alright, good job. Alright.
Alright, now I'm going to go over to that one guy and find the magic item and point it out and then go look for that wolf cub.
Okay, so as you go over to sort of figure out where you've had detect magic up through the fight, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so you would have noticed when he died, the magic item faded away, essentially. That it is a psionic type of magic.
This is stupid. Alright. Wolf cub.
Okay. Making investigation.
But hear me out. What if I didn't? Actually, wait. I'm good at those. I say.
Don't say it too loudly. The dice will hear you.
Oh, they heard me.
They
11.
did. Okay. Okay. So you poke around and you're going over into just that area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No,
so
I'm just gonna walk through the pool of acid and nastiness while I'm over here, just because fuck it.
As you sort of head over that way, you find a dead older wolf. It looks like it was in the process of being skinned.
Mm-hmm.
And you can still hear the crying. But it seems like muffled and you don't see the cub itself.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna move the wolf body.
Okay.
Yoink.
Yeet! Right. And as you kind of lift it's a bit challenging, because you are to squish a bit. Right?
I have a +0 to my strength, so a bit.
Average, not badger.
I love that. I have a +0, so a bit.
A bit.
Alright, so it takes you a few kind of minutes of shuffling about before you manage to kind of lift up the wolf cub enough, or the wolf body enough, and you find a very emaciated, very sad little cub. That is just kind of cowering and trying to scoot as far back from you as it can.
I'm gonna roll a nature check to make it my friend.
Animal handling.
Whatever. 18.
Ooh.
Okay. So it's sort of, it's still absolutely, like, terrified of you, but you don't smell like these other creatures, so it starts sort of, it scoots enough towards you to kind of sniff your hand a little bit.
Come on, a little bit closer.
It's very wary, but eventually it steps slightly closer to you.
I'm gonna pull out any jerky that I have in my pack and
Okay.
feed the dog apple jerky because that's the best part right now.
God,
Yeah, we have
apple
the apple jerky.
I would say Zeke, being just Zeke, would probably toss Ophelia, once he realizes what's going on, would toss Ophelia some pocket bacon.
How old is this pocket bacon? Fuck it, I don't care.
Probably from this morning.
Probably, it's not that bad. It's fine.
It's fine, everything's fine.
You start getting a little slow, low tail wag as it noms the bacon.
Come on, just a little bit closer.
It takes a couple more little steps towards you. And as it gets a little closer, you can see that its paws are, it's sort of limping. One of its paws seems to be hurt in some way, shape, or form.
God damn it. Alright, I will. As soon as it gets close enough for me to snatch it, I'm snatching it. It's under my arm and I'm still gonna feed it.
It is alarmed and sort of just... And then when nothing happens and hurts it, it kind of like just sort of freezes and is like, if I don't move, maybe she won't know I'm here. Flawless tactic.
Flawless tactic is in fact not flawless.
What do you mean that it knows that it is carrying me? What? How is this possible?
It's probably like one of those puppies like, fuck, I don't know what to do with myself right now.
Essentially, it's just sort of like puppy.exe has stopped working, essentially.
Please wait for puppy.exe to restart.
So yeah, puppy is freaking out.
Badger, here, now.
What? Ooh, coming over. What's up?
Help.
Aww. And I will give it a quick look over.
Okay.
Nature medicine.
Yeah.
I will just fucking tell you, it's
can-
emaciated.
You can
See, I will like
whichever
hold
one
it
is
up
better.
and be like, do you not see how skinny this thing is?
I'll let you do nature or medicine, whichever of yours is better.
Medicine is better.
Wow, I was gonna guess nature.
It's wisdom.
Ah,
Medicine, I
right.
think, is wisdom.
Medicine is wisdom.
That is a 26.
Okay.
So for any other things that may be
Okay.
besides the obvious.
It's flea ridden, it's got worms, it's fine.
Yeah, so it definitely it looks like it has been trapped under the body of what you assume is its mother's for a while, and hasn't been able to get out. It looks like it has taken it has a couple of mostly healed over cuts, where it looks like some of the daggers that Zeke is oh so familiar with from being stabbed with them a few times now, have also impacted the puppy. Most of them look like they have healed over. They look like they're probably a day or two, maybe more old.
Okay. I will cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I will talk with the wee pup. And I will let it know what I'm doing. I'll let it know that we're friends. We're not going to hurt it. And I'll introduce myself, everyone with us. And I will cast Cure Wounds on it.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and cast it at second level, so 2d8 plus 4.
Considering it's probably got all the 4 hit points, I think it's doing fine.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, it immediately starts looking much better, and its tail lifts up a little bit more. We're still not at like full happy butt wiggle.
Yeah.
But it
And
is
then-
no longer actively cowering.
If
Where's
there
Mama?
are... If there are any...
We're not going to answer that question right now. I am your mama. I win.
I'm also going to cast Luster Restoration as well.
Okay.
I'm just blowing all my spells on this puppy.
That's fine. That's fine.
Is there any sort of like disease or anything that I can maybe see general symptoms of that maybe Lesser Restoration would help? Or...
As far as you can tell with your looking over it, you don't think that it is sick or like diseased in that kind of way.
Okay.
It's starving. It is actively in the process of starving to
Right.
death, essentially. But other than maybe having like worms or something that's fairly natural and normal, it's not. You don't think that a Lesser Restoration would really do anything.
Okay.
That's fine. We'll just take it to
that time and care
won't fix.
won't assist.
We'll just
with.
take it to Fantasy Vet when we get out of this cave. It's
I mean,
fine.
I am the fantasy vet.
She is. You have the fantasy vet in your party
It's
on
the
the go.
druid.
It's the mobile vet to go with the giant elk in tow.
Basically. But yeah, I'll talk to it because the spell lasts, I think, for
The spell lasts for a minute. Fuck!
10 minutes.
Okay.
So, during the 10 minutes, I'll give it a good talk to it, console it, that kind of stuff. And
Yep.
so if it has anything to say.
It will essentially tell you that it and its family were captured and brought, and the words that the puppy uses aren't necessarily. It basically makes it clear that they were being slaughtered for food, and that it's the only one left that it knows of, and that it and its mother tried to run away and they didn't get out.
I'll ask, does it remember where? I'm assuming if they ran, then where did they come from? Do they remember where they were being kept?
Yes.
Can you show me, or can you tell me?
Yeah, it will basically, it sort of hops out of your arms and kind of just limps over to the other side of the cave where the only other entrance in this cave is, and it points that way. Like, long way down that way. Ran so much.
Well, now you don't have to run. Now you're going to be safe. We're going to take care of you. And I will pick it up and hand it back to Ophelia.
And the puppy is just like fascinated by your wolf pelt coat, and just sort of keeps like trying to shove its face in it.
No, actually, I can't do that. I was gonna be like, I lift it up and shove it in my hood. I can't. It's not a hood.
I don't have a hood in this one. This wolf cape does not have a hood. My other one does.
My other one, which is not here with me because that's not this character.
But I will then. That is not a concentration spell. Thank God. So I will, since it's not like the elk could. I mean, the elk can now actually talk to me.
The elk's just like, what the fuck was that?
And I'll go over and give it a, hey, how are you?
I'm fucking tired, man. Did you not see this shit?
Yeah.
I was taking a nap and then I was fighting something. What the hell?
I was just chilling. I will, knowing its state of being, I will go ahead and dismiss it.
Okay.
Because it only had 3 HP left, so it's not going to be much help if I go any further.
Fair enough.
So, I will say thank you and go goodbye!
Alright, giant elk out! Alright. If anyone would like any more healing, Fox has some available.
Considering I took no damage, I am okay.
I'm okay for the moment.
Okay, Zeke.
Zeke is down 18 out of 50, so probably, but at the same time, are we planning on doing like a long rest here? We literally just walked in the door. Or are we going to do a short rest? Because...
Yeah, that's up to you guys to decide.
I would say let's do a short rest, so that way at least...
So we could at least then spend
any hit. If you
Yeah.
want to spend hit die, you can, and I can get my 1 spell slot that I spent back.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the best option. So Zeke's going to do that and spend...
Hold 1 second first.
Yeah.
Let me... I think Fox has something. Is that really? Okay, I have 3 spell slots left.
upgrade.
He will not use that right this second. Never mind then.
So we taking a short rest?
Yeah.
I will use 2
Yeah.
die.
Okay.
So 2d8.
Yeah. Good save, but. I like to roll away and my butt said no.
Never, I got you.
I shall protect it.
So with our hour short rest.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Alright. And then you guys are continuing in the way that the wolf puppy indicated.
Yeah, I think so.
I have that.
New discoveries all the time.
Wow.
Well, fucking shit, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I didn't know I had that.
Would you like to elaborate and define the word that?
Natural recovery, where I can regain up to spell slots of up to 3 of 3rd level
During a short rest?
during a long rest. At a short rest, I can regain spell slots.
Nice.
So I can only do it once per long rest. I'm gonna do that. Holy fuck! Excuse me while I'm super excited right now. oh yeah, awesome, cool.
Carolyn's having a party.
I am. I'm super excited. I'm gonna get a 3rd level spell slot back. I want that.
So you can summon a bunch of wolves again.
Well, actually, no, I was thinking of more like I could cast haste.
And we can have our siege weapon back.
That wolf summoning was pretty spectacular.
It was, but it failed miserably.
It was just great. Wow. Flop.
Dead.
God.
And then it didn't even matter because I took the
Concentration
damage
died.
with concentration.
Yeah, just
Destroyed them.
Hits the ground, they all poof.
They puff out of
All of them, not even the ones that fell over.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Just like,
and Badger's just like, well, that was not. Didn't work how I thought it might. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, well, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and call it here because I know you have something you need to get to.
Yeah.
So rather than making you press for time, I think we'll just go ahead and call it here.
Appreciate
And
that.
we will pick up in 2 weeks.
Now.
Potentially longer than 2 weeks because I may or may not be here that weekend. I'll figure that out in the near
Okay.
future.
That's our future Andy problem.
That's a future Andy problem. But yeah, so I think internet, and again, we have DM chats this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we will be back with Tales from Cyril this Saturday at 1:30. So a slightly different start time than usual, but we will be here. And I think that's it. And I was going to post a picture of this dungeon, but I think we're going to be in this dungeon for a little while. So.
You can't.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Ha ha ha.
So, alright, thanks internet, and we will see you Wednesday.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.